Hello, it's Cheese Sprite. Today we are drawing November Chrysanthemum and November Nights. I basically drew November Chrysanthemum more like a lion, which is similar to like the Generation 1 My Little Pony. Like, I guess they'd be called Care Bear Cousins, but My Little Pony? I don't know. They didn't have a name for this, but that's the best way I can describe it. And then November Nights is like an astral pony, but I made her a little bit more lion like. And so I went for this like circus theme for them. Um, which I don't know if that feels like November-y to anybody, but I thought it was a fun concept to do nonetheless, so I don't really care. And also, it kind of spices things up from doing like something wintry when it's not winter, because I drew this in like March, I think. March or April. No, March or February. February or March. One of those. Um, so I wasn't quite in the mood to draw snowy stuff. But I do like how their designs came out. I sketched a couple of different things in order to make this. So I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to draw them as lions. So at first I went for something that's more similar to like the Lion My Little Pony toy, and then I drew something from Lion King, and then I drew something like a real life lion similar to that. And then I drew my version blending those two things together to make what I have on this page is the best way to describe it. Um, I would consider Astral Ponies more like um, a fan created thing that I saw on Pinterest and not like an actual My Little Pony thing. But I still like how it came out, so I can't really argue with that. And I used colored pencils on the background and I blended it with my colorless blenders. A lot of them are running out of ink because I've just done this too much with my acrylic markers and my colored pencil, whatever. I've done that method too many times, so they're running out of ink. So I put a little bit of like isopropyl alcohol in those just to see how it would do. And I guess I can finally give an update on what I think. It's basically the same thing, um, but I would consider like isopropyl alcohol. I feel like that doesn't blend as well as the actual colorless blenders. So I'm wondering if they probably have like another ingredient in them, and yeah. So I mean, it looks okay. I just wish it would blend more seamlessly. So I've done other pages where I've done this method and it looks really nice. And where the markers were running out on this page, it doesn't look like it's blended as well as I'd like it to. But it's not the end of the world. And then in between this page and the next one, I painted some Pokemon with acrylic paint. And some of that paint like bled through on the top and a little bit on the bottom of this page in my sketchbook. Um, and that's not the end of the world for me. I don't really care if things like bleed through or if like things get, something on them later is the best way to describe this page. Something got on it later. I don't really care. Um, you can still see them. It still looks nice. It's barely even there unless you're looking for it. Um, I would consider this next My Little Pony drawing I did. I feel like that one bled more on that page because I did that method again with some more Pokemon on the other side of that one. And I still haven't finished the actual like drawing. It's just a sketch there. Um, but yeah, it did bleed. Um, and then I used this darker blue on another page with acrylic paint, and that also bled a little bit onto this Warrior Cats drawing. But yeah, I don't really care. It's not the end of the world for me, but maybe it bothers other people. I don't know. But I guess I've rambled long enough for this video, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully sometime soon. Don't know when. Bye bye.